Guys, it's No Way Home week, and today I got to see the movie, and I promise you, above all promises, this is going to be 100% no spoilers whatsoever. I will not spoil anything in this video, but I wanted to do an initial reaction or thoughts about the movie because I saw it and I can't talk to anyone about it and I need to just say something. We'll start with just statistics straight up. The movie is about 2 hours and 20 minutes to get to the first credits and then probably about 10 more minutes for the rest of the credits. So you're looking at about a 2.5 hour period from when the movie starts. Now, obviously, if you have trailers and stuff, you can add another 15 onto that. So say about 2:45 for your whole viewing experience. There are 2 post-credit scenes. The first one is at the mid-credits, between the first immediate credits after the movie and the rest of the credits, and the second is at the very, very end. It almost feels like nothing's gonna happen, and then bam, they hit you with it. So 100% stay, the long credits at the end, the extra emphasis on the logos of the company and distribution that made this movie possible, those will, linger for a little bit, but I promise you there's something else, so don't, up and leave the theater. I also wanted to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek just how I was struggling to form these thoughts or had these thoughts right out of the theater, so I'm going to be popping that in here.
Okay, hello everyone. I've never done this before, but before I trek home or speak to anyone who I might potentially ruin this movie for, I basically this is my genuine out of the theater excitement. I feel like Jon Watts nailed the high school Peter Parker we've known and the maturity of MCU Peter Parker that a lot of people have complained hasn't been present in past films, and I feel like maybe that's all I can say.
I think the thing that really struck me about this movie as a Spider-Man movie is how well balanced the tone is, and I think a lot of that has to be given to Jon Watts, the director of this film, as well as both Homecoming and Far From Home. I think he does such a great job, and I think this is always forgotten, balancing the kind of John Hughes-esque coming-of-age teenage movie with the, responsibility and grit and also meaning that comes with other MCU films. He really knows how to balance those things and really apply them to Spider-Man. And I think this film, just like Spider-Man's other films, but this one more so to a more fine-tuned degree, focuses on morality and responsibility and how those two things kind of have always been at the core of who Spider-Man is and how that is balanced in this film. I think Jon Watts does an incredible job, and also that has to be given a lot to the writing and pacing of this film. I really didn't feel like there was a time when this film was lackluster or it lulled. I felt like everything was very segmented out to where it was yep, this is happening, we're having fun, action sequence, blah, blah, blah. I really felt like it had such stellar pacing. There wasn't a moment in there where I was lost, and I think the writing has a lot to do with that. The dialogue between characters was great. I think the plot devices and the actual building of the premise and construction of how we actually get to the plot of what the movie is, none of that is what I anticipated, and it was also just so intelligently done while also not being different than what Spider-Man was. It wasn't like someone who wasn't familiar with the character came in and wrote this movie. I think this film did a really great job proving how good Tom Holland is in this role. I think this is his best performance as Spider-Man yet. I don't think you can walk away from this movie and not say to yourself, Tom Holland is Spider-Man and he embodies everything about that role that I think it should have. And I think this movie really kind of solidified that just in his performance. 100% you're gonna want to watch this movie. Think you're gonna like it. Go see it when you get the chance. Please keep the comments free. I will do my best to kind of monitor them and either hide or remove any comments that might spoil it, because I really know how hard it is to try to avoid or delete social media and then just have a comment or something or a news article ruin the movie for you. So we'll be keeping this as spoiler free as possible. I'll do my best. Best of luck keeping away from the spoilers out there. I hope you guys enjoyed this initial review. Please like it if you did, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss my spoiler review coming out on Friday once at least the first round of people has been able to see the movie. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an absolutely amazing night, and I'll see you in my very next video. Bye, y'all.